de facto pterodactyl when I'm micro and macro my mind. Why would I try to hide the fact that I'm jacked to be actually naturally high? And I'm that guy with the flashlight, looking back at the track with the black light. How about this? How about that?
All right, guys. Ian Anderson and Corey Merle, Such Coast Disc Golf, and we have the 2015 San Francisco Safari. And Corey, we're at Golden Gate Park, and say hi, buddy.
Hey, how are you guys?
There he is. And hey, Corey.
Yeah?
Let's watch some disc golf.
Let's do it.
All right, guys, we're catching round 2 here, and Scott Badovic has a 1-stroke lead over Dustin Keegan, Dallas 2 back of that, Drew 1 back, and James Proctor is 2 back of Drew. And we're starting off on hole 1, and I usually don't see this pin here, Corey.
Yeah, it's actually not there too often, especially if you're coming up at just kind of a random time throughout the year. They usually reserve it for more tournament style. Sometimes we have a birthday bash every year, but sometimes it's there. Yeah, it's a great pin placement, honestly.
Yeah. So that was the tournament director, Sean Jack, super great guy, and he introduced here Scott Badovic, also called, you guys call him Bizzle?
Yeah, Bizzle. I don't know him too well personally, but he's always out at the weeklies. We see him all the time. Good dude.
He's the local hero, right? You know.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's a crowd favorite for sure going through the tournament.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So looks like he's gonna opt to throw right here, and just pipes it right up the middle, Corey.
Oh yeah, no, it's a hefty pull to get up there, but I mean, honestly, these guys at this caliber, it's a must get
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like he finished just right of the pin. Should be pretty much a drop in for him. And now we got Oregon Pro up next. Dustin Keegan, filmed him a couple times. Also a great player, super nice guy. Mm-hmm. And sponsored by Innova, I want to say.
Yeah. Sponsored by Innova. But I heard there's grumblings of he may do some sort of shifting. I'm not positive though.
I think
complete hearsay.
I think I saw him. They used to stay with him.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I did some Facebook stalking. Like that.
Fair enough.
Yep. He's also with Team Visionaire, also sponsors Such Goes Disc Golf, and Paragon. And we got Dallas Albright, who used to be a crusher and still crushes pretty hard, Corey.
Yeah, no, he can throw the disc. He doesn't come out too much. I haven't seen him at San Francisco. I've seen Proctor out here. I've seen obviously Bizzle and those guys, but yeah, like you said, he crushes.
Yeah, I think it was rated 1024 at one point, so legitimate talent.
That's
And we got Drew Gibson right here. Used to be Innova, now sponsored by Dynamic Discs.
Yeah.
That's
I mean, best out of the bunch, really, right?
Yeah, just perfect rock shot, I'm sure. And Sean is introducing our last card player here. We got James Proctor, sponsored by Prodigy. Not sure if he's still sponsored. I heard he's studying abroad in Spain, Corey.
Yeah. I mean, not that I know the guy personally, but I also am on Reddit Disc Golf, so that's what I hear too.
Yeah. He's going to be playing the España Open soon. He should crush.
I know. I honestly would love to see footage of that.
Yeah. I don't think there's anybody within like 30 rating points of him or something like that.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous. So here's James for his birdie and caught that sniper branch.
Yeah, this hole's tough, actually. Dustin had a real open look, but you're going to see right through a tree. You have a good look from two angles, but if you're sitting short and in the middle, it's rough.
Yeah, super crowded green.
Mm-hmm.
But some nice putts from Dallas and Bizzle. And Dustin all getting birds. There's going to be James with a par. And Drew's rock shot was just absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, stellar. James not going to be stoked on the par, but, two's a fun hole to recover on.
Mm-hmm. Not much better in disc golf than watching a beautiful rock throw.
Oh, just smooth.
Yeah, that turn that just coasts for days. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
So Bizzle still has that 1-stroke lead over Dustin, and we are on to hole 2. It's a little shorty, over 200 feet, and a slight dogleg right. If you go too far right of the basket, it kind of gets bushy and drops off, Corey.
And there's actually no B over there.
Oh, is it really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a new thing. It's the idea behind it is to slightly punish the forehand driver shots you're going to see a lot of these guys throwing.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a drop zone, maybe I want to say 80 feet short, maybe 100, right over by those logs on the right there.
Gotcha. So it looks like Dustin hung it out a little bit left. Bizzle absolutely parked it, and Dallas is going for the Annie backhand. And did he catch that screen?
There's two screens there protecting, growing trees, and he caught the second one.
And Drew is looking money. Oh my goodness!
Oh my gosh, second card went wild.
Oh man, needed like a 6 inches on that, if that, for an ace. It was right on line. And pretty nice shot from Proctor. Came up a little bit short, but that's well within his range. Dallas for bird. That was a pretty Annie putt.
Yeah.
And Dustin, a little step.
Oh my
That was
goodness.
an even prettier Annie putt.
Yeah, smooth. Oh my gosh.
Super nice. James gets his bird. Bizzle's going to tap in his. And Dallas just has a nice little dropper for his par.
Yeah, Bizzle's getting that hole every time. He's out here a lot, so this hole is as routine as it gets, really.
Mm-hmm. And Drew, that was a pretty good drive.
Yeah, I'll say.
Yeah. Don't bang your head. So we go from a pretty short hole to this is a pretty good pull right here, Corey.
Yeah, this is. I want to say it's one of the longer holes, but I think on some of the more like championship style layouts, there's a couple of alt pins that are longer, but it's pretty straight. The only kind of variable you get is that path is OB.
So that walking path right there.
Exactly. So just what Bizzle did is we're going to see a lot of guys do big hyzer over the right.
Yeah, it's kind of the safe play fade away from the OB.
Mm-hmm. Just contending with the little trees.
Mm-hmm. And Dustin just piping it right towards the basket, playing it safe. If you're gonna miss, you want to miss left, right?
Exactly. I mean, that's you hear it all day long. Anytime you're hyzering off, it's just safe.
Yeah. So Drew takes the more dangerous rock run here.
Yeah, that was bold. I have to chalk that up to him not playing the course too much, or I don't know.
Yeah. But fortune did not favor the bold there.
No, I wish I could have seen his round one. I'm curious if he would have thrown a similar shot.
Yeah, but so OB Proctor's absolutely parked it, and Dallas just a nice little tight flex shot, and he's
Boom,
even parked it more.
Parked it.
Yeah. Dustin misses the putt for birdie. Bizzle is well within his range, or not.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that's gotta be disappointing.
Oh,
Drew. Oh, no. That stayed in bounds at least. Proctor makes his bird, and Drew cleans up for a 4. Absolute drop in for Dallas.
yeah, it's as good as it gets on that. Just kind of tight, straight, finish right.
He
Finish
made
left.
that full look way easier than it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Bizzle with a reluctant par there. He wanted that bird after that drive. Still maintains his 1-stroke lead over Dustin, but everybody else is kind of catching up. And we are on to hole 4. This hole kills me, Corey.
Oh, no, this hole's rough. It's a shorty, too. It's only like, I think, 260, 280 maybe.
Yeah.
If that. But as you can see, it's prison.
There's a lot of trees. Yeah, you're throwing it straight into jail. You got to pick a gap and pray you hit it.
No, exactly.
Oh,
and even if you do... Oh, sorry, I didn't want to interrupt. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Even if you do, though, there's all these hanging branches. You'll get through a gap, and there's little spider legs coming down. It's brutal.
Yeah. And Bissell, he's finding a couple of those trees.
Yeah.
It happens.
Oh, yeah.
And Dustin? Yep.
Yet again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny actually. In the first layout, they were setting it up for more of a birdie or die style, and the pin was longer. But when they move it in, it's actually a much tougher shot.
Yeah, it's kind of more guarded by these trees.
Exactly, tougher angle. You kind of have to have that nice soft left fade at the end.
Mm-hmm. So Proctor's laid it for a par smartly. Bizzle's probably doing the same right here. Nice little hyzer up. Not a play.
Mm-hmm.
And Dustin probably running this. He's a great putter.
A little much in the way, though.
Yeah, indeed. Drew actually has a pretty good look at it, Corey.
Boom.
Dang.
That was solid.
That was a great putt.
Yeah.
And Dallas amazingly went long, but just missed his comeback or hit a tree there.
Yeah, where he was actually exactly, well, not exactly, but right where you want to be for the longer, in my opinion, easier pin placement.
Oh, funny.
Yeah.
So Dallas cleaning up his par along with everybody else. Drew getting a stroke on the card right there, Cor.
Yeah, that's a good get, honestly. With that hole, it like I said, it's short, but it is one of the tougher. 3-4-5 is a brutal stretch.
Oh, it really is.
Mm-hmm.
Super easy to go OB or hit a tree.
Exactly.
Yeah, so hole 5, is there the walking path will be on this one too, or?
This is, yes, same on this one. This hole it's a killer.
Oh,
I mean, there, boom.
He kicked
Drew.
OB. Yeah, super tight window off the tee. You got to pick one of these two gaps and then just. Or,
Yeah, it's either up, or that.
or
yeah.
that.
It's either up the gut or kind of shooting it down that right side, but then you have that little, again, the branch getting up.
Yep. So there's no OB left though. So Dallas stayed safe.
Yeah, Bizzle like a pro here.
Dude, this is a perfect shot. Wow. Bizzle posterizing this hole. That was stupid good.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Drew.
Or Dustin. But yeah.
Oh, it's Dustin. Yeah, sorry. Wow.
James' second shot gets a pretty nice skip there, actually. Kind of kept him from going over the hill.
Yeah, but still couldn't quite crack that the downslope there on the right side.
No, yeah, he's going to be left with a pretty long putt. Oh, what a great up from Dallas.
Sneaking it in, yeah.
Yeah. And Dustin busting out. I'm pretty sure that's what's it called again?
That's an Atlas.
Atlas. Oh, there's
yeah.
Atlas. Oh, okay.
Yeah, he loves them.
Huh. And did that kick OB?
It did, unfortunately.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
it's pretty tight on those trees, so that right side is danger.
Wow. So that was Drew's third shot, hoping to take a 4. This is Dustin's fourth shot, looking to get a 5.
And I believe, did that one go OB, or did it just drop short?
I think it just dropped short.
Okay.
Yeah. James misses his 3, going to be taking a 4. And
You're right.
yeah, so this is Dustin for a 5. Oh, man.
Toughy.
Yeah. This whole E up with these trees and this OB, it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't play nicely sometimes.
No, and it honestly is the most picturesque hole in the whole course.
Yeah.
I think, but it will kill the scorecard.
Yeah. Unless you're Bizzle.
Yeah. No, I know. He just made it look like he's played it quite a few times.
Yeah, which I'm sure he has.
Yeah.
So he seriously stretched his lead right there. He got 4 strokes on Dustin. So
Yeah.
he's got a 5-stroke lead now over him. But Dallas now in second place at 18 down. And we're on hole 6 here. We're going slightly uphill. It's pretty open until there's a bunch of trees. And then the basket is on the pyramid, Corey?
Actually, that is the more championship layout. It's actually going to be, I believe, straight up.
Okay.
When the camera goes down, right there on the right.
Okay.
There.
Gotcha. I actually like to throw rollers on this hole.
A lot of people do.
Okay.
It goes, just that slight uphill the whole way. You have the ceiling. The ceiling's kind of high, which is, I wouldn't opt for the roller, but you do see that a lot out here.
Yeah, I've had some pretty good success with it.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Drew's Heiser flipping a rock. Yeah, that was pretty nice.
Yeah, that'll play.
Drew Gibson throws rocks a mile, man.
Yeah, I've only seen one other guy throw a rock on this hole, but everyone else is throwing, something understable and trying to just hold that line all the way up there.
Yeah. I'm really curious to see what his mid lineup's going to look like for DD.
Oh, I know. Me too.
Yeah. So Dustin got a pretty early tree. Opts for a forehand second shot and too much ante on that one.
Yeah.
Is in bounds, though.
He is.
Yeah. Almost got the OB from the previous hole.
Ooh,
wow.
Backboard.
Dallas almost dunked that one in. Looking at Dustin's third shot. Looking to get up and down to save his 4. Should be able to do that. And Bizzle's second shot. Kind of just laying up with that hill behind the basket there.
It's a steep drop off. Honestly, these guys running it, it's... Okay, so he's safe. But it's bold, honestly.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And Drew with the best look for birdie. See if he can capitalize. Oh, man. Getting the stroke on the card. Second time he's done that already.
Yeah, he can putt, man. I was just hanging around when he was warming up before the rounds each of the days, and gosh, it's just mechanics that he repeats every time. It's really impressive.
Not only can he putt, he can throw 600 feet.
Oh, yeah, well, that'll help, too. Yeah.
It's also a nice feature.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. So Bizzle still... Oh, sorry. Bizzle get a birdie?
Bizzle did get a... Did he get that?
Oh, he parred.
He parred it. He laid up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so we are on to hole 7. And this one's pretty straight with a little bit of a right finish, Corey?
Yeah, this is... Let me see. Is it in the placement? Actually, it's just... You see those 2 trees right there?
Uh-huh.
Right in between those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this one should be at B, I believe. I know it was at B one day and C the next. So I believe, yeah, tomorrow. Yep, there it is right there.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh, yeah. So Drew had a beautiful shot if it didn't hit that tree, which it did, and then Bizzle kicked off, and Dallas is leaking left here.
Yeah, not the best place to be, but easy peasy threesy.
Yeah, if you get over the hill, they're pretty easy up and down.
Yeah.
You can see the basket right there. And James throwing a hyzer flip to straight with a little bit of right coast on it.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Hair long, but beautiful.
Mm-hmm. And Dustin going back to that Atlas.
Yeah, he crushes with him. He throws him real smooth.
Oh, look at that glide.
Mm-hmm. A little short, though.
A little short, yeah. Got about 30, 35 footer. Drew from about 60.
Not happy with the tree.
I love Drew's reactions when they kill it.
Yeah.
And Bizzle comes up a little short on his birdie bid. Looking at Dallas from about 80. Just giving it a half go, but lays up for 3. And Dustin from just outside the circle.
Ooh.
Good putt.
That was a little floater.
Yeah. And James looking to match Dustin.
Solid.
Yeah, he's got a great game. And Drew cleans up his par along with Bizzle and Dallas. There's that. So it looks like Bizzle still got that 4-stroke lead over Dallas. And we are on to hole 8. And
one of my favorites.
Which pin are we playing on this one?
It's actually not one that's, I shouldn't say it's not there regularly, but it's not on the regular tee pad. It is the original B placement. Now, I believe Proctor didn't realize that. Now, there's another one that goes down farther than where it is. Yeah.
Yeah. They were talking about that afterwards.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he thought it was in a different pin.
Yeah, because it usually is. This is kind of, they've been bringing it back lately, but it's nice. Nice, soft little left to right hole.
Mm-hmm. Dustin almost aced it. Went a little bit long.
Yeah, it was a good run.
And Drew with another rock shot. Oh, hit a late tree. That would have been pretty nice.
Yeah, those nice soft left to right, mids are a nice throw on this. I prefer something more along what Bizzle threw.
Mm-hmm.
Overstable.
Yeah, seemed to work. It would have been really nice if it settled early, but
yeah,
a little bit long. I'll have a comeback putt.
Yeah.
It does get pretty dense with the shrubbery.
It gets dicey back there. Yeah, for sure.
So Drew came up a little bit short right. This is his putt for a 2. Not so much. This is Proctor from off to the right, short right as well.
Oof.
Wow, he wanted that one.
Yeah. Very fortunate that those shrubberies are down there.
Yeah. Dustin for his birdie. I love that over the branch.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
And we got a football right here.
Oh, controversy.
As pointed out by a Facebook poster.
Oh man, I'll be honest. I did see that when I was putting together the video, and my heart hurt a little bit. But we're here. It's passed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, Drew said he called it on him, but Bizzle didn't hear because of the headphones.
Man, it's rough too, because when you're watching the video, obviously I was looking at it in post, but you hear him talking to somebody right next to the camera, saying, "Look at his foot, watch his foot. I bet it." And then he putts, and then it calls foot fault. But then, I mean, you got to be. It takes some guts to tell somebody to re-putt from 25 from behind a bush when they're stoked, you know?
Yeah, and it's one of those things you can tell he definitely didn't do it on purpose or probably even aware he did it, you know?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we're on to a hole 9 here. Dustin throwing a hyzer.
Yeah, this one's pretty basic hyzer hole. Just throw it up, let it work left.
Mm-hmm. And this is the longer left position?
Exactly. There's one that's straight dead center. It's pretty basic. That's what they use. Don't quote me on that, but I believe that's what they used for the first round when they were doing a more short birdie style, just deuce or die type thing.
Yeah, some nice drives from Bizzle and Dallas. And Proctor's leaked right. Just kind of turned over too much.
Yeah, that's funny. This is, for these guys, this is a must get.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
You need this one. Yeah.
And Drew's taking a little higher line with his rock.
Yeah, that'll play.
Yeah, that could almost be an ace run. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit short, but right there.
That's generally the go-to if you're trying to dunk one in is throw it up and let it finish, because that string back there is actually OB.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so you don't want to pump one in there kind of flat and skippy.
Another nice putt from Dustin.
He's locked in right now.
He sure is. Dallas bangs in his 2. Proctor comes back for his 3. This is Drew, a little 2-dropper. And Bizzle with a ridiculous park job.
Yeah, this hole, there's a few holes on the course that are pretty much muscle memory holes. That one's just throw a straight and let it finish left. It's good.
Yeah. So almost a star frame except for James there. Looks like Scott still has a 4-stroke lead over Dallas, and we're on to hole 9A. So this is the beginning of some temp holes here, Corey.
Yeah, 3 holes playing through Mark's Meadow. It's actually really fun to see people throwing through, especially these big arms, because we warm up here all the time. Our Sunday weeklies, you see you guys out here throwing 5, 6, 7 discs just to get the arm warm. So it's fun to see them put some baskets out here.
Cool. Pretty good throw from Dustin, and Bizzle getting a little too much turn on that one.
Yeah. Try to throw a little hard. It's a little shorty. It's not too far out there.
Yeah. And Dallas busts out I want to say it was a thumber.
Yes.
Right?
I don't know what he was throwing there, but yeah, it was pumped up there pretty good.
Yeah, dude's got a pretty good thumber. A little bit long, actually.
Yeah.
And Drew going back to the Rockwell.
Yeah, I mean, this course is in the distance for that.
God, go in.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow. Parked.
Yeah, that'll play.
That's another headbanger right there. And James throwing just a really slight hyzer. That's tracking beautifully. Yeah, that'll play. So Bizzle just landed for a par. Dallas is coming back for his birdie. Gave it a go.
A little much. Yeah, gave it a go, though. Safe go.
Exactly. James with a nice birdie putt. Dustin should be making this one. Atta babe. And Dallas makes his comeback over par. Drew with an absolute drop in for birdie. And this is Bizzle for a par. So Dallas and Scott are first and second place, taking the only pars. Dustin's back in second place. And is that all we got for part 1, Corey?
It is, yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Corey, thanks for everything, man. And we will catch you guys in part 2.
Later.